Hey, yo, we locked in. It's dual season. It's your boy, Carl Anthony. Before I continue, hit the like button, subscribe. Let these YouTube algorithms choose my video to put at the top of your feeds and people's feeds that don't even subscribe to me or whatever the case may be. Let's get right into the video. The reason she does not respect you. Fellas, a lot of us have been in situations with women where we were beta. Now, you may have a few guys out here that's going to say that they've always been an alpha male or always been a sigma male or whatever the case may be. But usually, most men have had times of being beta. And the reasons, you lose respect from a woman, right, is because whatever you presented in the beginning, you didn't keep a lot of times, right? You're not a man in your word. You let her walk all over you. You let her do whatever she wants to do. You don't have any backbone. She overspeaks you all the time without any recourse. Only her opinion matters when it comes to you. You cater to every single thing that she wants, regardless of how detrimental it could be for you. Now, this is the funny thing. If you cater to a woman, right, let's say financially, and you come into financial ruin, guess what? She's not gonna look at herself and be like, it's okay. I'm the reason why he's in financial ruin. I'm the reason why, he's down right now. No, they're gonna look at you as a failure because you allowed them and everything else to take over what you were supposed to be in control of. So, as a man, and especially for the young guys, man, look, if you're currently like talking to someone brand new, you gotta set standards in the gate. You gotta set standards from the jump. She has to understand that you do what you say, right? You stick to your word, you're a man of your word. These are things that are necessary for her to continually respect you. It could even be from just small things like, you saying that you're gonna fix something in the house. If after 2 or 3 months, it still isn't fixed or it's fixed improperly, she's calling another man to fix it. She is. and really, the best thing is to be upfront and just admit that you can't do it if you can't do it. But if you can, make it happen. Also, like, when women lose respect for you, it kind of affects the activities in the bedroom. They started equating you to themselves as feminine energy, right? And when that becomes the case, you're not as desirable to her as you once used to be. Which means even if she does, decide to partake in the sensual pleasures, her mind may be elsewhere. Her mind may not be in tune. No matter how well you think you're doing, she may be turned off, which causes her not to experience the things that she normally wants to experience. So she may be going through the motions, okay? So signs that your woman is not respecting you is disrespect outwardly. Outward disrespect in um, in front of people or your kids or just in public, like no kind of restraint as far as the level of respect that she normally would show you. Um, just getting flip at the mouth all the time, and you not checking her about it. Like, look, even men who are alpha, they get backlash from women, they get disrespect from women, but it's how you handle it that keeps you in your place. Okay, if you allow a woman to be disrespectful to you, she may give you a pass the first time. She might. But if it keeps happening, because she's going to keep testing you, she's going to keep poking the bear. If it keeps happening, you become a B word in her eyes, right? And so, look, I'm not a confrontational kind of guy. I'm not soft, but I'm not confrontational. I don't look for confrontation. I'm an even-tempered type of person. Now, one thing, if you are an even-tempered kind of person, never let a woman get you out of your body. You don't have to get out of your body to check a woman. You don't have to get out of your body to put her in her rightful place. Okay? You have to do it in such a way where you're stern, and she understands you're stern, and she understands that you mean business. Okay? Now, what that does is lets her know that you're not going for it. And guess what? It turns her on. You got to reclaim that. Now, sometimes the respect is gone. You got to move on from that. Sometimes you can never get it back. It's hard to go from being super beta in a relationship and then just trying to change into an alpha, because then she's going to be looking at you like, who are you? Who is this? Then she's really not going to have respect for you. That's even more, sometimes that's even worse. Sometimes you might as well just stay beta. Stay beta, or just get out the relationship, because you try to turn alpha on her, it's going to be even more volatile, because now she has a standard of what she's used to when it comes to dealing with you, and what she thinks, how she thinks she should be able to act around you, because you've allowed it for so long. You've allowed it for so long that no matter what kind of stance you take, it's never good enough. All right? So, things you can do in the beginning is stick to a standard. Okay? If you got guys' night, right? If you got guys' night every third Friday, right? And you just now dating a girl, and y'all been dating on Fridays usually, but this one, your third Friday comes up, and you hang with the fellas. Guess what? You got to keep doing it. You cannot allow her to change your guys' night, because the minute you compromise and then you try to regain it, it's going to be problems. So never compromise, never overcompromise things that you just don't want to compromise. Never compromise something that you don't want to compromise long term. If you do not want to compromise long term, whatever it is you're compromising, don't compromise. Because the minute you try to take it back, if you hoop every Sunday, okay, and you just stop hooping on Sundays because you got this new girl you're dealing with, right? And you try to take it back, and every time you try to say, well, I want to, hey, I'm not gonna be with you today, and I'm about to go hoop with the guys, and she throws a fit, and look, you may compromise one time, she throws a fit, and you say, I don't care, I'm still going anyway. Now, don't be beta and think that she's going to leave you because you decided to, spend time, to, do something else and not spend time with her. The minute you give in to her disdain for what you're doing, she's in turn, she's happy at the moment, like, because she knows she got you. But she's also losing respect for you at the same time. Okay? And like, keep your standards high. You know, if you don't like women talking to you a certain kind of way, don't allow it. You got to cut it off early. Early. If you see any signs of it in the early stages of y'all situationship, man, it's gonna be hell to draw it back. I'm telling you. Man, also keep your appearance up. How she met you, if she was attracted to how you were, even if you were a big guy, if you're a big guy and you got your girl a certain way, like, don't get bigger. Or if you was in a lot of shape and you stop going to the gym, these are some of the things that men do, man. Like, when you kind of we fall into being beta sometimes without knowing it. We don't even know it. Excuse me for the close up. We fall into being beta sometimes without even knowing it, and what that does is, like, we'll stop going to the gym and get fat, lose the gains. Because, when you're single, you kind of staying on point. You like, man, I got to be out here. I'm competing. You feel like you're competing. And sometimes you get comfortable. And you get so comfortable that you just lose it. You don't even realize you lost it. You wake up 6 months to a year later after being in a relationship, and guess what? The pants don't fit anymore. You went from a large t-shirt to an extra large to a 2X. You got man boobs now, all of a sudden. And you don't even recognize it, though, until you really look at yourself like, wait a minute. Like, that one time you stop going to the club, you're dating, you stop going to the club, you with your girl now, and the minute the guy's like, man, let's go hang out. It's my birthday. Like, let's go hang out at the club. And now you try to put on that one fit that you was like, man, I'm doing my thing in this one fit, and don't look right no more. And now you putting it on, you self-conscious, and then that energy bleeds into your personality, and people see it on the outside. They can see the beta on you. They can see the insecurity on you. You gotta stay on point, man. It's important to to pick a path, right? Be on that path, stay on that path regardless. That's why I tell young guys that are, not in relationships and, don't have children, things like that, not married, whatever the case may be. Stay on your path until you have a system in place, a concrete system in place of how you want to move, okay? A concrete financial system. If you're careless with your money as a man, women do not respect that. Even if she may like what's going on, like the carelessness, like you buy, you may, let's say you really like, you getting it right now. You got money, and you just throwing it at her, like buying, going out to expensive restaurants all the time, buying her bags, taking her shopping, tricking basically, right? And then eventually something happens, your business slows down, you lose your job, whatever, anything gets cut back, and you can't live up to that lifestyle. She is not going to respect you because you're reckless. Trust me, I've been there. I'm not telling you nothing that, I don't know firsthand or haven't seen firsthand. I've been there. I've been a person that's been reckless and wanting to appease a woman too much, And I had to step out of my body and be like, wait a minute, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Chill. You know what I'm saying? So guys, I'll wrap this video up. Stay on your path. Be about your money first, right? Get a system in place of how you want to run your life, right? Then add somebody to your life when you're ready, when it's time, when you feel like, you got things in order. And then maintain your confidence and your respect levels. You know what I'm saying? Maintain it. Never compromise something that you don't want to compromise long term. I'm telling you, you know. And I'm telling you, man, it'll keep you where you need to be. And if a woman can't respect your terms, you shouldn't respect her terms. You know, because you gotta guide the ship. Because when the ship of your relationship is always going to be determined by the man. So if it fails, and for whatever reason, everybody's going to look at you first. All right. So it's your boy Carl Anthony. Back with another video tomorrow. Peace.